first one to respond, actually.
Oh, racist.
Let's see.
That was
We'll be late, guys. We're putting my son to
I
bed.
am running late, getting my kids to bed.
You get
Hilarious.
inspiration.
I get a free jerky from Old Truck.
Ooh, I still have.
Inspiration.
This is who we need to get a sponsorship through, is these guys.
Yeah, we get a free jerky.
I keep saying at work, like, all day long I'm craving jerky, and if I could get just, like, a man-sized jerky bag.
you start making your own, man.
Perfect. My wife did for a little while, and she stuck it in, and she had it, we didn't have a dehydrator, so she was doing it in the oven.
Yeah. It takes forever.
12 hours
Yeah.
smelling it. I was just like,
And then your house gets
and then when it
hot.
finally gets done, I ate it all in one sitting.
You don't.
Yep.
We're all gonna die.
I ate it all in one sitting, gone. I was just like, oh my gosh, that was not worth it.
So I found a dehydrator on Amazon that actually, instead of doing like round trays, it's like rectangular, so you can lay like strips in it,
Oh,
and
nice.
it has like 4
Who cuts their
trays.
jerky in a circle? It's like, come on.
Yeah, and it has like 4 trays that you can put in, and
That would be baller.
be awesome.
That would be baller. By the way, Mike's hot. He's
Mike's
saying,
hot.
Does it need to flip over?
Welcome.
Hey, Mike, you're
I'm
hot.
just being lazy.
Would it be better if it was flipped over?
Probably.
But
Oh,
So when
that
did
is
you do
so
that?
cool.
A month ago? It's pretty new.
it's more than a broken Elvis
it's
day to be a king.
Yeah, it's still healing a bit
you
on
can
the
see
edges.
it's like raised and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's still a little tender, but well, not tender, but just kind of scratchy.
That's
Little Lord of the Ringsy.
Hey, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well, like me and
Got
my
the
wife
tree.
for our
That's what I did. Favorite
Seven?
fandom, man.
that's what I said. I was like,
that's
because if it
I have
hurts so bad, I'm gonna be able to. I know I'll be able to sit.
Didn't
through
hurt it hardly at all, did it?
it. The shading hurt.
Right there.
This hurt.
You know,
That hurt, and like that hurt, but the rest of it was fine. It was just like the
For me, it was
Oh my
everything
gosh.
right there.
yeah.
And then when she would get up right here, and I'd be like,
Don't cry, don't cry,
The
don't
thing
cry.
is, like, it feels like if someone took like a scalpel and just very gently scratched you with it
I was just like,
until they get to shading, and
Yeah.
they're just like in one spot, and then it's just like, and you're like, oh my, like I'm gonna punch you in a second. Like it's so bad.
I always likened it to like when a cat scratches you, it's the same
Yeah.
kind of feeling, or like if you like get your arm up against a rose bush.
Yes, the rose
You know?
bush for sure.
Yeah.
Because then it kind of stings a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
out
got
there.
that sharp sting, but then it pretty much just goes away afterward, right after it's done.
Yeah,
Crap.
yeah. That's like actually a really good. Like it doesn't hurt bad enough that I
Because everyone's like,
wouldn't
oh,
get more.
it's like a bee sting. I'm like, no, bee stings like
way worse.
they
Bee stings
last
worse.
a lot longer.
Throb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheppy, you gotta.
Hey,
No, but-
get down.
So me and my wife went for our
Down.
7th anniversary, and we're like, all right, we're gonna do tattoos. And like, I don't know if we're gonna ever do them again because I don't know if we're gonna like them or like if it's gonna hurt so bad we don't want to get them anymore. So I'm like, I'm going all out, going like big and Lord of the Rings. And she's like, all right, that's what you want to do.
That's a good
Something
choice.
too.
Yeah, she got Hogwarts on her back shoulder,
Nice.
just like the
The symbol.
the outline of the castle basically, and then they went in and did like the bridge and some stairs like going up to it. It looks pretty cool. It's
Where'd
like
you get done?
So it's this guy in Salt Lake. He's like a referral only artist. So like my step brother-in-law, I guess is what he is to me, knows him and was like, hey, I know this guy. He's like got a long waiting list, but if you want, I can
Yeah.
get you in. Like, okay, so his name's Taylor Millett or something like that. I can't remember his name. Taylor something.
So it's not even like a
Like a
place.
shop.
He has a shop, but it's like
A lot of artists though.
It's not hard
They get
to
to the
hold,
point.
it's like no, it's called Sailor Taylor. But it's like it's like a shop, but it's not really a shop. It's like an apartment kind of.
Oh.
You like go in and it's got like his logo and like
you like walk in and he's like, how many kidneys we harvested today?
Yeah.
And you're like, tattoo, and he's like, oh, that's my
But the best
other
part-
appointment here.
If you have anybody, are you guys here because you're eating
Referral
poop
only.
too?
Yeah.
yeah. The best part is he had a
If you know anyone
hairless
that
cat.
eats poop, let me know.
He had a hairless cat. named Vlad, like Vlad the Impaler. And the whole time he just sat curled up on me while I was getting my tattoo. I was like, this is the best therapy cat ever. I was like, oh, it was amazing.
Ow.
Yeah.
You're so weird feeling.
Have you ever seen
That
While
was
We Do in the
probably
Shadow?
Yes.
like get all
Dude,
Glad
oh no.
glad the poker.
I love the guy who turns into the cat.
Yeah,
That's him.
that's still
Vlad.
Vlad
Okay, yeah.
because he has issues. It's the beast.
It's so funny. And he's just like, yeah. It's just-
Yeah.
That's the
your ex.
best. That's the best Halloween show, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Cabin in the
oh my
Woods.
gosh.
Cabin in the
yeah,
Woods
yeah, yeah.
And Tucker and Dale vs. Evil are our
Yeah.
Sure.
tattoos.
And if you like Army of Darkness, if you like that kitschy,
Yeah.
Army
Yeah.
of Darkness is good.
But
This
just-
new one came out that I went and saw at the Tower downtown called Mandy. It's Nicolas Cage going berserk, getting like revenge on a demon biker gang that kills his wife. It's amazing, by the
So
way.
Ghost Rider, but without him being. Ghost
And a ton of
Didn't-
cocaine. He does a ton of cocaine
Didn't
in the
he
movie.
already do a movie where like
And then he shot
That might be it.
he's not, maybe he's dead, but anyway, it's like him driving around in a car, same thing, like he's beating up a bunch of gang members and he can't die or something until this job is finished or something.
I don't know.
What you're
not Ghost
describing
Rider.
is The Crow, and no, he's never been in The Crow.
No.
Happy Death Day, but that's with a chick.
Yeah.
No, but if you want to see a funny, weird, like rock opera horror movie,
Mhm.
it's called Mandy. It's
Does
really
it have
good.
like? Is it? It's not a musical.
No.
No.
Like I say rock opera in the sense that like the soundtrack is just like and like holding out the notes as he's driving a motorcycle, looking at the camera like all Nicky Cage, you
It
know.
just sounds like Ghost Rider. Like they just did Ghost
But
Rider,
without,
but
him
without
being Ghost Rider.
the
But
copyright.
it's intense though. Like
Okay.
definitely your hard R. Like a lot of violence.
Did you see The Nun?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Was it decent?
I liked it. My sister, I went
Driving.
with my sister Heather, and she's like,
Oh, that's
meh.
right.
She's like,
It's
she
kinda-
didn't think it was that good, but
Yeah.
I,
A vengeful
I thought it
father
was pretty
escapes
good.
I really
hell.
like the
He chases
Conjuring
after
like
the man who kills his
universe,
daughter.
so I'm definitely going to
Nicolas
see
Cage
it at
just
some
keeps
point.
redoing Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Like, listen to the description. A vengeful father escapes from hell and chases after the man who killed his daughter and kidnapped his granddaughter.
So it's taken Ghost Rider.
I will find you, and you will look into my eyes.
But
Oh no! Now we're getting into Indiana Jones and the
He drives a car
or the Temple of the
that's
Forbidden
cursed
Eye.
as well. So like, he like
No.
wrecks and stuff, and then the next time you see it, it's all like nice and
No.
clean and stuff.
Really?
Oh man, I have to watch
The
that.
car was Christine, and it got sent to hell. And he brought it back.
I still want to see that movie. I haven't seen it. Scott, I'll message you after
Good.
to
Yeah.
have you download
For
that
those of
movie.
you wondering why we're just talking
Christine?
instead of playing
Christine.
D&D,
The
we're waiting
killer
on a few
car,
people,
basically,
so-
like the haunted
Yeah,
car.
blame our
Write it on my list, right?
blame our monk
Thanks.
and our barbarian.
Well, as soon as we have our barbarian here, we can start off.
Well, we have a few of our QAs in the thing letting us know that there was a few outdated ads, so I'm
Okay,
fixing that.
okay.
So thank you, medical.
Oh, we have a QA. Hi QA. You're awesome. We appreciate you. It's often a thankless job.
There's that ad.
I'm gonna get the
What's
Chevy.
my dad's at too?
I don't often code, but I do in production.
Ah, that's terrible.
It's terrible. True. Ads. Yeah, I killed the art cluster, so those are gone. There we go. That should get it out of the cycle. Let me know if you see any other ads. Well, we can fix it. We can fix that, man. We can fix it.
Fix it, Felix!
Well, I'm gonna pull up Twitch real quick so I can moderate some chat.
Restream has a new they have a new feature that you can actually use their chat bot thing or whatever, their online chat.
Mhm.
Now actually connects to like Facebook Live and some of the other ones that didn't before.
Oh, cool.
So super
Are
helpful.
you saving Farnock's character for a special reason?
No, Saving Private Ryan.
Whoa, did you paint your...
I did.
Oh. Oh, that is so cool.
Oh yeah, you weren't here when we did the reveal on that.
Right.
Guys. You were remoting.
You
Oh, I was in Anaheim.
Hello?
Head on over there.
So you haven't seen
Any
mine then either. You have seen mine though.
Yeah, I saw yours. You
yeah,
did yours the
he
week
was here
before,
last-
I think.
Yeah.
But she wasn't here last
But I wasn't
time.
here last time.
Nice.
Sorry, welcome. Are you? Looks like there's paint on there.
Oh,
What?
Did you paint?
Oh.
that's not mine.
No, that's not.
Oh,
What is that?
That's.
that's the
Let me go.
beheaded knight.
I was like, you painted yours?
Oh, I have not.
Is the head in there too?
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
actually stuck it back on, but
Does it
it's
have
still
like a post or whatever?
it's still kind of loose. But yeah.
I'll just glue it.
Did you bring yours in there?
Hopefully
Yeah.
I got not too hard.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've got mine.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Come back.
And then, is this your drink?
Yes. I did not bring that.
This is.
Well, I was going up there to grab. I don't know why you were
It's like either you chop him,
I
or
know.
chop you. It's like a funky.
Hold on, it takes a second to refresh on
You can do
mine.
this.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Not part of the
Then it's in
table.
the way of
You are on
Yes.
top of the building.
No, we
gotta
can
make
go
sure
in front of it or behind it.
I'm up here.
Corey's like lift him up.
It's been so
world! The world!
You raised me up.
We're
You raise me
Tilty.
up.
Tilt a whirl.
Why is this side all?
Because it was on the book with it.
Are you tilted? Does that
We
make
were.
you triggered?
I was triggered.
Put you on tilt for
I
your
can put
series?
this back over here.
Okay. There we go. Kind of, except it's chopping your face.
Front half.
Yep.
Two
There you
face.
We're getting artsy
No,
with our
that you-
camera angles.
From the way it's chopping your head, it's just Harvey face.
Harvey Dent.
Scary face.
Hey, Corey looks
Only
good on
one side
there.
of my face.
It's called a smirk.
That's like
It's called a
default
smirk.
Dungeon Master pose by the way.
It's still cutting off half of your face.
As I keep moving over.
Scoop closer.
It's just like your eye and part of your nose. No.
Alright.
Alright, there we go.
Dallin, quit moving it.
Thank you,
Do
Bobby.
we have a Thornock yet?
I'm just gonna leave it to somebody else.
Okay, I'm gonna begin. So, last time, not last week, but last time, the party made their way back to Luskin and did a little bit of shopping, did a little bit of weaponizing. I'm gonna check to see if there's a Warhammer warning instead.
Whoa.
Later, yeah, because I
You're
can't
getting
remember.
ahead
if
of
there was-
yourself.
Yeah, magic items were had all around. They sold that creepy robe with the thousand eyes.
Eyeballs, yeah.
They spoke with a half-orc enchanter and his fairy friend. It's just a continuous echo now, Scott. I don't
Yes.
know.
Echo.
Stream.
Oh, I just got Colby's text. He'll be here in 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Well,
Sorry.
when he gets here, we'll stop
And-
talking bad about him.
Then Lunira and Thornock went off. Brahm and Akio, you guys went off to an inn just to relax.
Okay.
Not together, but
Right.
You were kind of taking care of him because he was. Something was wrong with him. He was sick or something. I can't remember. So you were kind of being his caretaker.
Yeah.
Well,
He may
I
have been drunk.
mean, yeah.
Um,
Makes sense.
Akio and Brahm went to the host tower of the Arcane, and they were able to speak with the Arcane Brotherhood, who pledged their allegiance for the upcoming fight and any resources that they might be able to provide.
Our bros.
Tiamat and the cult, which was a huge boon for you guys. And then after you were all done with your magic item shopping, you were on your way back to the inn to kind of regroup and find out your next move when you started noticing something going on in an alley and quickly discovered that there was a ghoul that was eating somebody. And you killed that ghoul only to find that the entire street was becoming overrun with ghouls. Meanwhile, Lunira and Thornock in the inn had barricaded themselves in the inn to prevent more of these zombies from coming in.
How did we know?
They were
Because they started
smashing
attacking.
through the door and the window.
Oh.
And that's actually where we're going to begin tonight. Lunira and Thornock, you guys defended the inn while everybody made their way upstairs and using a plank that was set up specifically for emergencies where you couldn't get out the front door or the back door. They moved to the next building over, and then you followed them, making sure to remove the plank before any ghouls came across.
am I on the building?
You moved across the building and you made it up top to the roof, so it's on the other side.
Another building, please.
Another building, please. Here, give me that one. A little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit longer. And,
So-
Dynamic.
In.
and so that'll be Lunira and then Thornock on there as well.
So you guys, they went up top.
Yep. So they come out just as you guys are finishing up the ghouls, and where we ended last time was actually this huge cloud of bats that just burst forth from one of the towers that kind of acts as defenses around the city, and 3 gargoyles and a vampire spawn are racing towards you at this point. The vampire is a male, but is an elf male. And you recognize them from one of the 2 that was one of the 3, you killed one of the other ones. But one of the 2 remaining ones that was helping out. Lilith, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was. Okay.
The first
Yeah, before we met you. Do we have time to explain this to him as we're flying across buildings and stuff?
as we're fighting, like,
Who is this? There's this girl that I saved one time, and then she ran away, and I never heard from her again. She gave me a ring, and then started biting me. And then we saw her again, and she was a vampire, and we tried to kill her, and it went terrible. And and now she's back.
and I'm gonna turn to you and say, we've all been there, my friends. We've all been there.
So true.
That's one more important thing is Akio's spells are kind of going haywire when he was trying to hit these ghouls, if you remember correctly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I missed a couple times.
The vampire spawn and these 3 gargoyles fly towards everyone, and when they're about 60 feet or so from the group, they stop. Everybody can kind of see that these gargoyles, they kind of shimmer in the kind of lamplight that is starting to creep up now that the winds have now that the sun has gone down.
Rooftop?
And you can see that they are actually made of iron rather than stone.
Huh.
The vampire sits there for a moment and kind of looks between all of you. I'm sure everybody is making threatening poses just because, everybody wants. And then he turns to you and he says, "You are to come with us."
Oh,
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Say, no, you'll have to get through all my friends first before I come with you.
That can be arranged.
poor choice of words.
And we'll roll initiative.
Sorry, guys. I offered you up a
How many
sacrifice.
flying things do you have? Just 3?
Oh,
Okay.
Is that how it's gonna
Oh, no! Bad first roll.
Okay,
I should have tested rolled this.
He's done
I
me
just
wrong.
rolled mine with my left hand. And
If
I
you get a
rolled
natural
good.
1 on
Take the
initiative,
base
do you
off of it?
not get to take your turn?
You're just out of the fight.
Punch is fair.
You
You
get ready to punch and actually knock yourself out.
So I'm gonna come around here to do some
Maintenance.
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 Excuse me.
Change of plans. I am now the DM.
We are all gonna die.
Cosmic powers.
I don't need those because I have these.
Well, if someone else casts flying, we'll use those.
Who here can cast flying?
Me.
Okay, so Braun can.
Yeah, remember flying T-Rex?
Oh, remember
I don't
Invisible
remember that.
T-Rex?
That wasn't a thing.
Invisible T-Rex was cool.
Okay.
For-
By the way,
for a
Dallin,
minute.
I don't know if you saw.
That one
but-
was an Allosaurus.
Across from Braun.
But it was pretty much the same thing.
Like, Preston, I should say.
Schwa, schwa, schwa.
Oh.
Dinosaur.
Schwa, schwa, schwa.
It's-
Oh yeah.
if nobody's seen a dinosaur yet.
Daddy T-Rex.
Oh, don't, man, don't. I just got that out of my head.
So I was trying
Too late now.
This is what we're working again towards this year.
Okay.
All right.
To get over
Let
$500
us
charity donations. The team gets.
Initiative rolls. Everybody's got them, correct?
Sadly.
Wrong.
2.
Akio.
Wait. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. My initiative modifier is 4. 5. That's 7.
What the? That's awesome.
Dex is like his secondary skill, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, acrobatics.
I got a tan.
10.
Yeah.
Ari.
14.
Somebody roll for Thornock, please.
I'm just here.
Ooh.
18
plus
I don't know
something.
what his plus is.
I think
Probably
it's
I'll get it up
2
here.
or 3.
Okay.
Jinx.
Oh, we're gonna give him 2.
So that'd be 20.
I was gonna
20.
say,
Manura.
what's the thing my kids have been saying lately? It's not jinx, it's like
Something hip and cool.
something
Doorknob.
jinx.
Yeah.
No, it's
Catch.
like...
Seven.
Anyways.
You remember Greg was talking about that?
Doesn't
Greg's kids started doing doorknob. It's when somebody lets one fly and they say doorknob and they have to
Yes,
say
he will
safety.
occasionally poke you. I don't know if you've
They have to
experienced
say
that
safety before someone says doorknob, because if they don't, then they have to run touch a doorknob
And everyone
nearby.
gets to
Otherwise,
wail
they
on
get
it.
wailed on
Right.
before they do it. That was like something I hadn't heard. I was like, I know I've heard that somewhere. Where was that from? And he had to explain to me what it was.
My brothers still do that, and they're adults.
Did you get Tavish?
Adults.
Yeah,
I'm just writing down the actual list here so that I can make sure.
I've got Thornock's sheet up here as well in case you need reference.
We probably will.
Who'd you select for the main?
An actual vampire lady.
She's technically like a
Ghoul.
sea hag
This is Lady Ghoul.
or lady ghoul. Yeah. Okay. But I thought it worked really well.
Cool.
You know you can't get on the table break.
I'd let you try some getting over a cold, so talking on the radio.
Yeah.
I made this batch with chai tea.
Ooh, so it's like Christmassy?
I'm not sure how I feel about it. With the blueberry pomegranate, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
With the apple, it's really good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But
Because then it'd be like almost like a apple cider-y flavor. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one to go
should be way good.
is Purple, the purple gargoyle.
Okay.
He is going to drop down to Brahm's level, so we'll get him offline there. So you can just go ahead, yeah.
building's in the way.
Oh. Yeah, that darn building.
And as he slams down, there's just this kung as his metal body just hits. And Brahm buildings. Brahm, as he like raises up and kind of raises to his full height, his mouth opens and you can see like this roiling fire inside his mouth.
Well, you're a big one, aren't you?
And he's actually going to he's going to make 2 attacks against you. The first one is a claw attack.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit.
Does hit.
Really needed a short rest that last time.
Yeah.
That's 14 slashing damage.
14 damage. Okay.
Yep. And then the other one is a just a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So his claw comes around and slashes you, and he kind of swings, and this metal tail comes around and tries to like whip at you, and you manage to dodge out of the way of that one.
I just want to put like a defensive posture, like you will not take my friend.
It does not respond.
You will not take my pod.
You will not be taking our pod.
Our pod.
Red is going to fly and land between Thornock and Lunera. And he's going to come down. He's going to make a claw attack against you.
Can I sense danger?
Your mace of warning is glowing.
That's good. Okay, go for it.
Let's see. So the claw attack against you is an 11 to hit. Okay. And then the tail attack is going to be against Thornock. So let's get his thing up.
Okay, I've got his.
That's a 16.
16, and he has armor class of 14. It shows.
Okay,
So it
so
hits.
this is going to do.
You want some kombucha?
Yeah.
You
I will take anything.
17 bludgeoning damage.
I don't think you like it.
He's not raging.
Okay.
And then he needs to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's
16.
Yes. Constitution is a plus 8. It's
Wow.
a save, right? So that's 18.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So he saves.
Plus 8 save on his constitution.
Yeah.
So it comes down and these metal claws just scrape against your armor, and there's just like this horrible rending sound.
Plus
and then the tail
sparks, I
lashes
assume.
out. Yeah, there's plenty of sparks. Okay. And then it is Thornock's turn. I'm assuming he is going to rage. And he is going to attack.
I'm going to murder the gargoyle.
I want
Colby
perfect.
will be
It's like
playing
he's here.
Fallout tonight.
I'm going to murder the.
So roll the first
closest
attack.
thing to me.
Colby.
All right. That's what's his plus to hit? It's
So
pretty
his plus
high.
to hit, which one is he using? If he's using Huzron, it's going to be at a plus 11 to hit.
Yeah, so,
using
so 18.
18. And 18 does hit.
Okay.
That's 2d6 plus 7. And then if he uses charges on it, then it would be different.
For 12 damage.
12 on range.
It's just 2d6 plus 7.
Plus 2d6 necrotic.
Okay, so I gotta add 2d6 more. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to get familiar with
So
his
7
sword.
more. Damage.
So 19 damage.
19 damage.
Yeah. Huzron is insane.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And it's also insane.
Yeah.
And the
Insane
second attack?
Second attack is 29.
Roll damage.
So 7, 13, 18 plus how much? 7? 25.
Barbarian.
Here comes the.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take charges to get the necrotic damage, does it?
No,
That's
it
just-
is.
that's
It is
just part
literally
of-
because he's attuned to it.
If you want to use charges, it's for detect evil and good, detect magic, and detect thoughts.
Basically, it's 46
Okay.
plus
Yeah.
7. Right?
If I attune to something, does that give me extra?
Is that a thorny?
Hello.
No, certain items you can attune to and you're required to before you can use them.
So the mace.
What's
of
up,
warning,
man? Can you hear us?
Doesn't require to.
But it's a.
Hold on, I'm fixing my headset.
There's
No, you're good.
option.
You're already dead, so don't worry about it.
I wonder if that's why you're not getting
Perfect.
Unless you can't see my face and you can't see that I'm smiling. And
You can't. It's on the map.
Oh, it does say
Oh.
requires attunement. Okay, so you will have to.
there, you can see my smiley face.
Give it a delay.
We need to get a paper cutout of Reese and then just put it in one of the chairs. And then when he talks, we can have an equalizer that just moves his lips.
Just have someone with the
A string, a puppet string. Like South.
Like
Make
South-
it look like South
like
Park.
South Park Canadian, almost cut
sorry.
his head off.
One thing that the Mace of Warning gives you is advantage on initiative, girl. So roll another d20 and tell me if that's better than what you got for initiative.
Okay.
So Thornock, you just attacked a gargoyle and dealt about 30 or so damage to it, and you're raging.
Is that a 16?
Yes.
Perfect. So 20.
Actually, we're gonna put you next, but you're actually gonna go before Thornock next time.
Okay.
Nice. So it is your turn.
Okay.
There's a gargoyle right in front of you.
There is a gargoyle right in front of me. I'm going to smack it with my waist.
Your waist.
My
Smack it
mace.
with my waist.
No, I was saying waist.
Are you
My
are you
nuclear
My
vessel.
Are you
mace of
Shakira?
warning. My mace of warning. I'm gonna.
That's gonna be your primary. You're
Oh.
gonna use that one as your primary attack, or you're gonna use.
Oh, I guess I. No, you know what? Warhammer.
Okay.
Or keep it as it.
She's
So
phrasing
hit
that.
him with the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Mace of Warning.
For 20.
20 will hit.
Alright. And 7 damage.
7. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Next attack.
Next attack. So, I apologize, but it's been a while. So it's
you have
two
two
attacks
attacks with your main
with the
hand weapon,
main, and then one
and then
attack
one
with the
with
off
the
hand.
with your bonus
Okay,
action.
thanks. Eek. 3 plus 9, 12.
12 misses.
Okay. And then let's do final attack. Well, that's worse, 11.
Other than taking the map.
So you hit kind of good with the first attack, and the other two, it just kind of staggers back. The vampire spawn is next.
It was the
Ari,
first
you're on
step.
deck.
Okay.
After that,
Ready.
the spawn is going to rush at.
Well, we
Aki, actually.
weapon.
He has a.
Man, I didn't get to do my thing yet. Want someone else over here?
Okay, and then it is
Sorry, I
going
blocked
to
the
try
camera.
and claw you first.
Right.
For a 12 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
12 hits. Okay.
Yeah, I'm weak.
Glass cannon. Been there. Put a sorcerer in another game.
'Cause I'm so weak. I'm a
Weirdo.
It was great that we had a leader on.
What the hell am I doing?
It's not actually going to
Yeah.
do damage with this attack. It's grappling you instead,
Ah!
so that it can bite you.
Had a whole bunch of
I would
like,
So do I have to do like a strength save or something?
No, on your turn you can try and escape from it.
Oh, okay.
And it is its bite only rolled a 9.
Okay, 9
Actually, what
damage.
does grappling do?
Doesn't that put me... Doesn't it get like
Lower.
advantage on...
Second book? Or
Well, no,
Dungeon
'cause it-
Master's Guide?
Take a look.
I don't know. I'm gonna look at grappling in a minute.
It's at the back. It's near the back of the book, Scott. Conditions are. Right.
195.
These. There you go. Grapple creature speed becomes 0. Incapacitate or
Yep.
Okay, so it's not. Okay, so you can't move. That's all it is. So yep, only a 9.
Alright, 9 damage.
Okay, so that's its turn. Ari, it is your turn.
Thank you for your
Akio, you're on
Okay.
deck.
I'm going to. How tall is this building that we're on?
You guys are probably, let's see, 3-story building? 30 feet?
Is it a 3-story building? 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah.
Okay. I'm not worried about that then. I'm going to make a flying haya and try and come down
New monk ability.
with force. I'm going to lead with my knee. And let's see. Now, typically, falling at 30 feet does how much damage?
It's 1d6 for every 10 feet.
So supposedly 3d6, right?
But I thought since you're a monk.
Yeah,
pretty
I have
much just,
I have a
like,
slow
face flat, be
fall,
okay.
slow fall ability, which does.
He like uses his nose to push off.
You can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by 30.
He
Okay.
just ran
So-
up or down the stairs.
Yeah.
Even
That's-
if I rolled 18,
Even if you roll anything, you can reduce it.
I just can't. That's just my reaction for this.
Yeah.
So I come down, knees first, and try and hit this guy.
Okay.
Almost a crit. So that's a 29.
That'll hit.
For 11 damage.
Okay. You're gonna throw your sneak attack in there as well.
Yeah, thank you.
I
been a
figure.
while.
Yeah, I figure we've all been away for 2 weeks. I'm going to remind
So
you.
that's 6 more, so 17 damage.
17 on purple.
And then second attack is a 26 plus 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
And then third attack, not that good. 13.
13 will miss.
Okay. And then I'll spend a key point for a final attack. 23
23 will hit.
for 12 damage.
All right. So Ari comes wheeling down. There's a couple loud clangs as you smash against this iron gargoyle, and you actually do quite a bit of damage.
Oh, man.
It's like the Kung Fu Panda
I'll point
gongs.
out that,
Yeah.
like, you're talking about how Thornok does a lot of damage, but you just did as much damage as Thornok did.
Yeah, so
And I made
as
it
long as I hit.
stone,
Iron.
iron.
Like iron.
You're down first.
Akio, it is your turn. Tamish is on deck.
Okay, question.
Uh-huh.
Can I cast a spell on myself while being grappled?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Well, she failed in her grapple, right?
No, she hit the grapple. She
Oh.
failed her bite.
Yeah.
You're still grappled. You can attempt to escape as a move action.
Oh, she failed? I thought it was 9 damage.
No.
Oh,
No,
I'm
it
gonna
was-
add my 9 back then.
Yeah, do that.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor,
Yeah.
which just increases my AC to 13 plus my, I think it was Dex. So I'm 14.
Okay. Is there, like, this is the first time we've seen mage armor. Is there
Right.
any cool thing about it that you want to describe?
Let's just say when I cast it, like this kind of like shimmery like
Okay.
comes around me and then like settles on my skin, almost like it becomes invisible.
Yeah.
When it first is cast, you can see it, and then it settles on me, and then you.
So you're
Cool.
like vacuum sealed.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Vacuum sealed and in mage armor.
And you see him over there like,
When I walk, it's like. Just kidding. It doesn't do that.
Can't breathe.
There's a hole for my.
now. No.
Speak.
And then what else would you like?
Can I try and break, or is that because that
That's-
was my action technically?
Mage armor was your action. Is mage armor an action cast or is it?
It
bonus?
is. It's one action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your move you can use to try and break the grapple.
Okay.
So you need to roll me a strength check.
Can I do athletics?
Yes.
Or, okay. Oh, what's better?
I think they're the same for you.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
I don't think you're proficient in athletics.
4.
4? Okay.
I'm grappled,
Yeah, you're still grappled by it.
but I'm less likely to get hurt. So.
Tavish, Rom, you're on deck.
If I shoot at the grappler, do I get disadvantage because it's grappling against one of my teammates? I don't know if that's an official rule or not.
No, I'm not going to give you disadvantage, but if you miss, there could be consequences.
First rule of adventuring: don't tempt the dungeon master to give you a penalty that you otherwise would not have received.
Until I just did it and I was like, as a bonus action, I am going to cast Slayer's Prey on the grapple.
Okay.
Sounds way better than Hunter's Mark.
I can do both actually.
It's like souped up on Hunter's Mark.
It's a neon red arrow.
It's got the bulb lights around it.
I was more
Dripping
thinking.
blood.
I was more thinking
And then
of like
I'm
an
going
eye,
to-
like a viper eye or something.
Double cross is still in its basically sniper form.
Okay.
I'm going to line up the shots. And that is a 25.
That will hit.
Okay. Extra 6 from Slayer's Prey. That is 16 plus 5, so 21.
Blackjack. That's the
And then
game we're
again,
playing, right?
another shot for my second attack.
Alright.
It's another shot.
He gets another shot. Yes.
That is only 15.
15 will hit.
Ooh, okay.
It's hard to tell.
I know. I have to like.
It looks so
You look like Casey.
17.
Yeah.
17 damage.
Nice.
So I line up the shot and it just quick succession, boom, boom, like that, and it just like hits here and here on her and just. Basically trying to like either distract
shot.
her or like break the grapple.
Yeah.
First
Do you want to
warning
move
shot, and then-
anywhere, or is that where you're going to stay?
I'm still gonna set up right there. I basically kind of crouch down, like
You're on the lip,
Yeah,
you're on the edge.
lean on the edge of the building.
Brom, it is your turn.
All right.
There's an enemy on deck.
So I am going to coming up to this guy after he claws me. When he was clawing me, would I have an awareness of like his material, his makeup,
He's made of iron.
his like coming up? I would have kind of assumed and understood that he seems constructy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's a gargoyle.
With that, I'm gonna cast Shatter at the 3rd level,
Okay.
and what the way I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come together and be like, "Oh, that was pretty nice, but how's about this?" And I'm gonna like uppercut him right in the groin and just and cast it at my fist.
Okay.
As you morph into the T-Rex.
What is the...
the head?
What is the...
So this is gonna be a Constitution of 16 and non-magical.
He has disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a construct. That is my rule.
3d8.
He still made a save, though.
Oh,
That was
half
And so
damage.
that is
incredibly good
half
rolls for disadvantage.
Good job, DM. Good job.
Can I trade you dice?
Yeah, so half as much damage. So that's gonna be 3d8 or 48.
She just pat
Half.
herself on the back.
Did. Nobody else will do it.
I'll do it. Come here.
3,
But at the same time.
so that is
Never mind, I don't
7,
Got a
want to
summer.
do it.
15, 16. 16, so half is 8.
Oh,
I wouldn't
ouch.
do that. That's mean.
Yeah. If Corey had one though, you probably did.
Yeah.
Oh. I know how it feels.
Alrighty,
And
yep. So
that's it.
yeah, you hit it, and you see like this cracking appearing in the crotch.
Crotch is crotch.
It still does not react.
Okay. I'm like, well, all right, and well, it seems they aren't impervious. You got this. I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration, just in case you get,
Inspiration.
just in case you get charmed again.
Yeah.
Okay, I marked it.
Literally turns his back to the gargoyle. Like, you got this.
And you're like holding it back by the tail. It's like swiping at it.
It's like, I jumped down off the building to try and save you.
Alrighty.
We got a bond, man. We've been
The
traveling.
last gargoyle
You
is.
still have protection from good and evil by the way.
Oh yeah, from last time.
Oh, nice.
Remember when that one almost ate you in the alley, and then he came and saved you. I was like, dude.
These probably don't count because I chose undead, so it's any undead creature. I don't know if any of these end up like maybe the
Vampire
vampires
would be,
count as
right?
undead, but
Yeah.
just so you know.
And what does that do again?
I'll tell you.
Puts them as disadvantage.
When they
So
attack?
if creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you,
Okay.
and you also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Nice.
If you are already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, you have advantage on any new saving throw against that effect.
So the
Okay,
green
this one
gargoyle
attacks
is going to
with
It's got
land
like 8
on the
minutes
roof,
left on its
corner.
so.
Not yet, right there. And so we can move those other blocks out. Wait, we're done with those for now. And it's going to it lands and it rears back, and you just see this orange start flowing up, and it just spews a line of fire out of its mouth, and it's going to hit everybody in that line.
Which way is it going?
30 feet. Sorry, it's a cone, but it's
on the building.
It's on Thornock, Lunira,
Oh.
and the gargoyle.
And the opposite.
Yep,
And it'll hit the gargoyle as well.
it will hit the gargoyle.
I don't remember if it's a AOE attack. Can I use my reaction against that one for
reduced damage.
reduced damage?
Yeah.
On him. I'm gonna try and Cutting's words, and be like, what do you say to a gargoyle that doesn't
Your
do
reaction
anything?
is
Say.
adjacent to you.
You call that spark a fire
There you
breath
go.
attack?
I've seen lots of.
seen chili hotter than that.
There you go. I've seen chili hotter than that. You've got nothing on this.
Yay.
And it'll be a D8.
Okay, I need Lunira and Thornock to make me a. It is a dex saving.
5 on the damage.
Okay, -5 on the damage.
12.
That's all my bardic inspiration. Y'all have it on your own.
It's all on mute, is it? Red light.
If it's blinking, it's on the other. I can see it down here if it's.
Natural 20.
Kills.
Huh?
Natural
Oh, I use
20.
X.
Okay, so you'll be taking half damage.
How damage? Perfect.
Either you're cut
So I
off
take
or I'm
it.
cut off.
Yeah. That's weird. Like no middle ground. We need a wider angle lens.
Oh.
160-degree lens.
Yeah, get one of those Samsung whatever. Stick on your phone.
Get a big fisheye lens, so we can be a
warp.
music video from the 90s.
Or a skateboarding video from any time
So
ever.
after the minus, it's 29 fire damage to anybody who didn't make the save, and then half as much to the people who did. And it hits the other gargoyle, and it lets out this triumphant kind of roar, and you see all these cracks and chips that you made in it start healing over it as it basically molten melts back together.
Oh, you strengthened him.
He healed him with his fire breath.
And then at the end, it is kind of glowing red hot, and it looks like it is very much like you had just pulled a weapon out of the forge.
Oh no.
So now he has fire.
So 29 fire damage.
He's an
Cut
enchanted
in
fire
half
weapon.
because you're fire resistant.
So 14.
Yeah, 14. It's actually rounded up, so 15.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Um,
That's been a while. I think it was round down.
was it round down?
Yeah, because like when you do a damage,
Okay, 14
damage,
minutes.
Round it down, yeah, and down.
And And then Thornock takes 7 because he's half and half.
Although I wouldn't put it past the game maker to be like, the enemy's round up and you round
Yeah,
down. You know, like,
right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how Gloomhaven works, actually.
is there really?
Yeah, I think if there's like a half thing it
Put you
rounds
in the-
up and down like that. Okay, and then that brings us to the top of the round. We've got Gargoyles to go through, and then Lunira, you're on deck for a couple enemies. So get ready for your attack.
Oh wait, I'm not the monkey. There we go.
The purple one is going to spin around and make a claw attack against our resident monk.
Okay.
I rung his mouth.
Don't say nice.
Nice. That's a 27 to hit.
It's
So you're going to take 10 slashing damage. And then as it spins around back towards Brahm, its tail comes down to try and whip you. And that rolled a 22.
That hits. Yeah.
No, sorry, that was on Ari as well.
Oh, okay. Well, it's actually
oh, it hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not nice at all.
So the damage on the second attack is 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw of 16, please.
Failed.
You are stunned until the end of the gargoyle's next turn.
I don't like that.
So the tail smashes into you and it kind of staggers you. And no, it does not get affected by the tension from good.
Yeah.
The red one is going to go, and he is actually going to shift one to the right.
to your right.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, it should not do that. It looks like it's about to breathe fire, and then, well, it still shifts.
Okay.
But it looks like it's about to breathe fire, and then it notices that its master, the vampire spawn, is in the line of the cone, and it just clamps down on it, and then it just makes a claw attack against Lunira instead.
Does it like
It like starts to puff up like a
Cartoon
puffer
style,
fish,
yeah.
and then it calms
Smoke
down.
coming out its ears.
Or like a bull.
It's
or like
like
a bullfrog.
it's like Godzilla, where it's like running up the back, you know,
Yeah.
and then it just like stops and just drains back down.
It's got some serious heartburn now.
Oh.
I should have had that
burps
chili.
and, like, smoke
The claw
comes
is
out.
only a 15 to hit, and then it is actually going to make the tail attack against Thornock. And Thornock, it rolls a 22 to hit you.
No, not at all.
Okay, well, I'm going to roll damage anyway, because I now know what your armor class is when you're not here.
Yeah, 14.
So you take 17 bludgeoning damage before the halving, so 8 bludgeoning damage. And then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Natural 1.
Okay,
Oh.
wow, that's like ups and downs of Thornock right there. You are stunned until the end of the gargoyle's next turn.
Super.
Stunning.
All right, Lunir, it's your turn. Thornock, you're on deck.
Alright, let's go ahead and whack a gargoyle. 11 plus 9, 20.
20, it'll hit. You notice that it actually is a little bit easier to hit right now as well.
Yay! 12 damage.
Oh wait, never mind. It's not any easier to hit. You still. Sorry, my bad. I didn't read that.
Wait,
Right.
false hope.
I know, fake news.
Fake news. Alright, next attack. 24.
24 will hit.
For 10 damage.
Okay, the final one.
Final is crit.
Oh,
19.
nice.
So.
And that's with your mace.
Yeah.
So that's 2d6 instead of 1d6.
Yeah.
I really need to see if there's a more
Yeah.
instead.
So isn't it times 2?
So it's double dice
14 plus whatever your modifier is.
Oh, so
So
a total of 18 actually
Oh, okay,
for the
that's
mace.
plus 4, yeah, you're right.
So 18.
18, okay. Yeah, you definitely batter it quite a bit, and you kind of open up, you smash the arms away from blocking you, and then you go in right to the chest, and you see this big crack forming in it. And then it is Thornock. Thornock is stunned. Thornock ends his turn.
Worst time ever.
Dang it.
Hey, that doesn't happen to Thorok very often,
Wait,
right?
wait,
You have to enjoy it.
He can grumble during his. That's his action.
He can
grumbles.
groan because he's stunned. Perfect.
Perfect. Awesome.
So the vampire is going to make a couple attacks. Ari, you're on deck, by the way, in case you were wanting to. First of all, it's going to sink its claws into you now that it has a good grip on you.
Ah!
And it is actually going to roll a 19 to hit.
Yep, hits.
So this time it is 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to try and bite you again. Which is a 15 to hit.
Dang it, it hits. What a waste of mage armor.
Are you at 14 now?
Yeah.
So it's 5 piercing damage and 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your hit points are reduced by the necrotic damage taken. So 8.
So your total
Oh.
hit points is reduced by 8. So
And it regains
back.
hit points equal to the amount that it took. As basically it just sucks on your neck and drains your blood.
it's a necromancer.
Ha! Ha!
Boom.
Terrible.
That's really good, actually.
Man.
That's the only thing I can think of now when I hear necromancer.
And then as he like pulls his lips away, he's got like blood kind of dripping down because vampires don't know how to eat their food properly.
They're very messy eaters.
Yep. He snarls in your ear and
Always eating
says,
barbecue.
"Come with us quietly and we'll leave your friends alive."
No.
Okay. Ari, it is your turn.
No.
Ari is stunned.
I go. But it doesn't work.
Mm.
I'm mad.
Akio, it is your turn. Capture
Okay.
on deck.
I don't really know what to do, so I'm gonna just cast Shatter and hope I hurt this person bad enough to drop me.
Okay.
Shatter. Constitution of 16 is their DC. 3d8. Luckily, I have 3.
Okay, it makes it save, so it's going to be half damage on this.
So 19 halved.
9.
And
And round
then-
downwards both ways.
Yep. And then, can I use my movement to try and break out?
Sure. In fact, because of the shatter and because of the damage that it took from Tavish, I'm going to give you advantage. Okay.
They're silver bullets.
I'll take the 19.
Seriously.
So it's 21.
What?
Okay, so you kind of shatter and break the hold at the same time, and just kind of like float a little bit backwards as it floats a little bit away.
Nice.
It looks like it's already recovering and ready to come after you again. But first, it's Tavish with Brahma.
I'm going to
At the ready, sir.
cast Hunter's
Right for
Mark
waiting orders. Okay.
I think you're so smart.
Are you casting it on the
on the
vampire?
vampire.
No vampire.
And then I'm going to attack her.
It's like the poker.
Werewolves, not werewolves.
you want to be able
27.
27 will hit.
Is it more of like a Peter vampire, PTA, or is it more of a Vlad type vampire?
Like
It's
Vlad
more of
the
a
Impaler.
Vlad.
Okay.
Did you guys watch that one? Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one with budget Orlando Bloom in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we're talking about what we do in the shadows
What
or
we do in
whatever.
the shadows.
Yeah.
What we-
One of them's called Peter, and he's really, really old.
He's a
and he looks like
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. He's got
Aw,
like the.
Peter got him.
Oh, guys, Peter got him.
It's the guy who directed Thor Ragnarok. Actually,
Yeah.
This is like debut.
He's like the
And
star
he's
in
like-
that. Yeah.
21 damage.
21 damage.
Nice.
Can you get on a big ship? You wanna come?
Even higher on the
Okay.
attack. Higher on
And
the
then
Get these worms. Look again.
Yep. And my Slayer's Strike, I don't get that in the second attack. I do get the Hunter's Mark on the second attack, though.
It only works with noodles, not French fries.
16 damage.
Not chimps.
No, that's right.
Hey, yeah, you hit it through the head, through the shoulder, and it kind of staggers a little bit. You can see the matter is already starting to reform a little bit, but it is definitely low.
Nice.
for sure. It looks like it is very
Good
hurt.
shot.
And all of your
So-
bullets are magical, right?
Yes, I only know that he's low because undead are my favorite enemy, and I have this knowledge, and so I kind of call that out. Like, I tell you, like, attack now as soon as you can. He's almost down.
Brom, it is your turn.
Copy that.
Right.
10-4.
So Braum is going to prepare his next one, and he's going to start for his discordant or his dissonant whispers. How's that? I'm going to start doing some, this is not the right one. He's like, you did the chicken yodeling. Have you ever seen that one?
Chicken attack.
No, it's this guy. This chicken yodeling. It's like
Sounds
some
a lot of
Japanese chicken yodeling.
setup. I hope it pays
Anyways,
off.
so he goes, and then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at that Vladimir,
Okay. At the vampire.
the vampire. Yep.
Is this a ranged attack?
This is a range attack,
Vladimir.
60. It's a 60-foot range, and they need to make a wisdom saving
Oh, so
throw.
it's a saving throw. Okay.
16.
Because
For
if it
wisdom.
was just a ranged attack, you'd get disadvantage on it, but
Yeah.
because it's a save throw,
Yeah.
So 16. What was the thing?
It's 16 wisdom.
Yay.
Wisdom. Okay.
Our
It
mascot has
fails.
joined
It
us.
fails. Okay, so that is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage plus if they fail it, they have to move as far as much as its speed will allow away from me,
Okay.
and but it cannot move into obviously dangerous ground. So
All right. Well, that's not going to be much of an issue because it shrieks as it holds its head. I should say he because technically it's male. And it kind of loses its flight and falls
Like
down
Mars
on
attacks, his head
the nearby
explodes.
crate. And as it falls down, it just like slams into it, and the shard just pierces right through
Yeah.
oh yeah, it was the chicken attack song.
Yeah.
Go chicken go.
That's the one.
Go chicken go.
so that
It's the best.
a dead
Except it'll be
vampire.
go vampire go.
And
We
then
need
it
to make
hits
you some
and
silver
you just see
bullets.
like all of the dust kind of fall, or all the skin falls away as dust, and it's just like this blackened skeleton just sitting there.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's night, right? It's like late night.
It is early evening actually. The sun
Oh,
just
okay.
set.
Okay. So we can potentially have a long
Okay,
all-night battle.
Green he needs to attempt to recharge. He does recharge his breath weapon.
Uh-oh.
So
They're gonna stand and flank you, just breathe back and forth.
Kill each other and burn you at the same time.
That's okay, because she's resistant to fire and Thornock's resistant to everything.
I'm resistant to damage.
Question for the DM.
yes,
So they're constructs, and we've faced constructs before.
yes.
Do we know, are constructs like magically possessed, or like what's the?
They are magically animated by the power of their creator.
So dispel magic have an effect on them, maybe? Okay, cool. Just no, keep in mind.
Adrian, no.
Yeah, I did get it.
So yeah, it is going to make its breath attack at you three again. Thornock, you automatically fail this save because you are stunned. You need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15 is a success. So you'll take a quarter damage on this. We'll figure it out. So just a second here, I'll calculate it.
You take half for the success, and then half of that for your resistance.
Half and half and half and half.
Of how much? 15?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
He's still rolling the massive amount of dice needed
all those
to calculate it.
D8s.
Yeah.
D6 is actually.
Oh. Just as bad, really.
So the total is 49 fire damage.
Wow.
How
So
much?
49. So 24 cut in half once for Thornock, and then 12 for you for the quarter.
That's the quarter.
But it also heals.
Quarter.
Wow. These guys
So
are
I took 49 points worth of damage
24.
24.
plus. Oh, 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 is it halved. Okay, and then it is Purple Gargoyle's turn. And you know what? No, we're just gonna make a couple claw attacks against Brom. That sounds fun. Actually, we're gonna make
It's Purple Gargoyle. This is what was his name
3
from the
different
Gargoyle
attacks.
TV series? The
Huh?
main one. The
I
main
Who?
one. You ever watch that? The
Gargoyle?
Gargoyle
I
series.
can't remember.
Goliath.
Goliath. Yeah,
Yes.
it's Goliath. He's the purple one.
I loved Goliath. I still love Goliath.
All right, so
Lexington?
the first attack is a
Yes.
natural 1. So it kind of swipes at you, and you just like
So I'm over
easily
here.
duck out of the way.
I'm still yodeling, and it goes. And I just.
Let chicken go.
The second attack is far better. It is 25 to hit.
Maybe. Yeah, it is.
Have it. Oh, serious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. They made it into
10
I think they had a movie
slashing
where it
damage.
was all the episodes.
10
made
slashing
into a
damage?
movie,
And then
basically.
as it like rakes
I
you
had
and
to
kind of spins you around,
have
its
parents
maw
at the
opens up and it
VHS.
bites
Like a
down
9-hour
or tries to
movie.
bite down on your shoulder.
Okay.
There's 3 seasons worth of episodes.
And that's going to be a 23
Maybe it was
to
since
hit.
the first season.
Yes, it hits.
It's probably like what's the Batman Mask of the Phantasm where it's like 2 different
Yeah.
2 episodes together.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
So
It-
it's going to be a total of 11 piercing damage, and then there's also, it basically latches on and it just spews fire from its mouth. So it's going to be another 6 fire damage on top of that.
6. I'm gonna say, this date's getting far too hot for the first date. You've crossed the
It
line. my
still
friend.
does not react.
You've crossed the line.
The red gargoyle is going to go.
I do not.
Oh, you are no
consent.
longer stunned, by the way. The red gargoyle is going to go, and now that its mistress is dead, it is going to spew fire in that direction. So that's 5, 10. It will hit Akio as well.
No! Just barely.
Just barely. Yeah.
How big's the cone? Like
It's a 30-foot cone.
oh yeah.
So-
I mean like width-wise.
It starts out at 1, then goes to 2, then goes to 3. Then
So
yeah.
because
But Brom is
Just
down on the
barely.
ground.
First
I see.
rule of adventure. Don't tempt the dungeon master.
Man,
Second rule: be a good gamer.
Scott, so it says
Has this
like,
traditional
what
fire
I
or
had,
molten
it's
steel
Gargoyles
that's
the
gonna-
movie, but it had like an interactive VCR board game that
Oh.
came with it. So. Yeah.
All right. So dexterity saving throw from Akio and Lunira.
It's just
Thornock once again does not get to make this save.
Thornock,
Oh.
we need you.
I have a
I
defense
just-
against
I
fire
know, everybody-
because of my staff.
Is that a spell that you have to cast, or is
Nope.
it just...
Because I'm attuned to my staff, I have resistance to fire. Yeah. So is that half my, or do I just get advantage on my save?
Half the damage.
You do the
so
quarter
roll,
staff.
roll your save, your dex
Dexterity
save.
saving
Do your
throw.
quarter
So
staff
yeah, you
spin
do your
thing.
dexterity saving throw, and if you succeed, you get
20.
a quarter damage.
Nice.
Okay, so you both save. So the total is
Start
41
slurping up.
damage. So 20 for Thornock, and then 10 for both of you.
Yes. The staff is
And
so
it does not
cool.
hit any gargoyles. He needs to. I need to remember that he needs to recharge, and he needs to recharge. Okay.
Good. We know
And
they
Thornock
need
is
to
no
recharge.
longer stunned. Lunira, you're up. Thornock is on deck.
What's
Alright, I want to smack, 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 and kill. Actually, it's smack, smack, kill. Because, 3 attacks, so. Here we go!
Smack, 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 and it dies of shame. That's what the vampire did.
25.
25 will hit.
Okay.
don't look at me.
Ooh.
It screams as it
6
dies.
damage for that.
It turns into dust.
6 damage.
Okay, second attack. 20
That will hit.
for 10 damage.
Nice.
Final attack. Ooh. 12.
12 will miss. Okay, so 2 attacks. It is still alive.
I have inspiration. Can I use that to
Yeah, to do
reroll?
it like an advantage, sure.
Yeah.
You get worse.
Yeah.
Natural one.
Natural.
Alright.
Alright, so I've used my inspiration.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah. Whoa!
Everyone at home, Steph.
That was the
Thornock,
burning.
it is
sing
your
sound.
turn. Ari, you are on deck.
Ooh, spicy. The sound of your
I want to
flesh.
attack the closest dude.
The That is red gargoyle on top of the building on. That would be what? The camera's left?
Left.
Okay.
25.
25 will hit.
Him in the gonads, it's their weak spot.
They're both chickens.
14 damage for the first one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack for the second.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to. I need to roll another 2d6 for Nick. So 19 total.
Okay. Next attack.
And then I'm going to attack again. Uh, 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Uh, 22 damage.
Alright, it is still up. Nice!
And then my sword, Hazaron, casts wounding, so they are not allowed to regain hit points for 1 minute.
Oh, alright.
Unless they make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw at the end of their turn.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Which I just read tonight, so I need to start using that.
Good to know. Alrighty, Ari, it is your turn.
Okay.
Fighting a freaking Warwick.
Alright. I'm gonna attack.
Oh, sorry, Akio was on deck.
Attack purple gargoyle.
Oh, sorry. Live video. Did the same thing you did.
Natural 20.
Sit in there.
Natural 20,
It's all
nice,
yours.
nice.
That's what I'm trying to do is just get, bring it up a little bit.
There you go.
Let's see. This is going to be.
I don't know if I want to play that. I've got a bunch of computers and nothing else.
It's not for
Because once you hit, I think it's 5, you start showing up higher in the search and more people start.
There's like a million
Plus,
with like
was
1 or
21.
Then when you hit 5,
Sorry,
6,
20.
and 7,
So you're-
you jump to the top
Yeah.
like 20 streams.
And then I'm going
Oh,
to try
watch
to
that
stun
too.
it. I'm going to spend a key point to try and stun it with my stunning strike.
Watch it on
He has to
Twitch,
get
though.
a.
You have to watch on Twitch. You can't do it on.
He has to make a Constitution
You have to watch it on
15
Twitch or can you do
save.
Facebook Live?
Either works.
Okay.
Twitch, I mean, they don't all accumulate. They don't come cumulatively together, so
Twitch is better.
Twitch grants them the highest yield.
So you slam your palm against it and it just kind of rings its bell a little bit, but it is actually immune.
Okay. Second attack. 18
Okay, that'll hit.
for. Sorry, 9 damage.
9 damage.
And next attack. 12.
12 will miss.
Okay. And then I'll spend a key point to do a final.
Okay.
And that's a 28.
Okay, that'll hit.
For 7 damage. This 6-sided is killing me tonight.
Alright, it is still up, but you have definitely made a fair few dents and cracks in it at this point. Like, its entire left side is, crunched in on itself at this point. And then it is Akio's turn.
Alright. I am going
Tavish, you are up next.
to attempt to see if Dispel Magic works on these constructs.
Okay.
So I'll cast it on the green dude who keeps healing everybody because he's bugging me.
Let me read this spell.
So I got it pulled up. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range of 120 feet. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. So I don't know what level spell is bringing them to life, but that's what I have. 10 plus that.
Look at that.
That's what I have to check
Would
against.
it
But
be-
my Arcana check is like a 13, so really good chance that I might end it.
It's not the same as animate objects, right? Because this is a permanent thing.
is, let's see.
That's what I don't know.
It wouldn't be animate objects, I don't think.
Yeah, animate objects is only for 1 minute, so it's gonna be a higher level than 5th level. Probably a wizard spell though, because it's not in my spell book. So
I would probably say, looking at it, it's probably, so it is a 5th level spell.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
need to
because
do...
it is. I would say that the closest one that I can find right now, and I'll do some more research on it later. But Awaken is what I'm looking at here, which seems like it fits.
So that's a 5th level, so I need to
Yep.
do a
You need
DC
to-
15?
Yes,
Okay.
and I believe it's what does it say? Just like a spell check.
It says use an ability or make an ability check using your spell casting ability, which would be intelligence, right?
It would be like your it would be your intelligence.
Okay, so it's plus 9. 19 plus 9, so 28.
So the green gargoyle looks like it's rearing up for another attack, and then all of a sudden it just freezes and becomes a statue again.
Yes.
That was
Alright.
fun. Which one?
Which is the equivalent of a crap load of damage.
This evening now has a gargoyle on the roof.
Yes, it does.
You're welcome, City.
and it's in a snarling
I
pose and
think-
everything. So
I believe we need to destroy it still.
No way.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's an awesome tourist attraction.
kick it off the ceiling.
This is an inn, right?
Yeah, this is on the end. It's like they gotta change their name now to the
It's
gargoyle.
The snarling gargoyle.
Yeah, exactly. Ye old snarling gargoyle.
And then
We would like to buy this inn just so we can rename it.
No, we would like to pay you 10% of the profits that you will receive as an increase to your tourism.
Yeah.
Next up is Tavish with Brahm on deck.
I am going to, as a
Actually-
bonus action,
Sorry, Akio. In the future, it's going to be a 19. You still made your
Oh,
check.
19 on
Yeah.
those? Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do their challenge rating.
Okay. Cool. I'm out
Yeah.
of those spell slots anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, unless I cast at a higher level, but
It was a one-off. I'm going to do that one time.
yeah.
so as a bonus action, I'm going to move my hunter's mark over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack.
All right.
Woohoo!
19.
30?
That'll hit.
Style points for landing on the platform.
Yeah, right. I've only bounced up.
Yeah. I wasn't cocked when it landed up there. It was like perfect.
Dink. 2 in a row.
20.
20 damage. Okay.
Let's be shuffled.
Still alive.
And then just another shot on it.
Okay.
Same thing,
Nice.
30.
And roll your damage.
That is 19.
Describe killing it.
Oh snap!
Close his head off!
I am able to see where like its cracks are kind of where the last solid pieces on it, and I just hit it right bullseye into those two things and basically just shatter
Shatter
it.
it.
It
Okay.
just shatters and crumbles.
Now it's scrap metal.
Up into all the molten inside.
Oh yeah, and there's like a spray of molten
Oh no.
that is leaking onto the roof.
No, it's gonna have a leaky roof.
The leaky roof in now.
The
Sorry,
The
snarling
leaky gargoyle.
The leaky gargoyle.
The snarling leak.
That's
The
perfect.
leaky snarl.
Rom, it is your turn.
Okay.
Most snarls are leaky, right?
I think so.
I am going to. So at this point, that gargoyle that was by us is still in commission, correct?
Yes.
I am going to turn to it, and it is latched onto me, correct?
It is not. No, it just bit you and
It bit me and sprayed fire.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
off.
just pulled back.
Well, I'm going to be breathing heavily, like the whole anime thing. Then I'm gonna, with one of my hands, pull out the staff of healing and be like, which one would be on the top at this point?
Right now it's the Raven.
The Raven Partagas? No, not Partagas.
Yeah.
Partagas, yeah. So I'm gonna say, all right, well, this is a little harder than I expected, so let's do this. And I'm gonna slam it down on the ground, doing the crows fluttering out, and just
Okay.
doing the what's it called?
Needs to turn into a
Master
flock of
wounds?
crows to fight the flock of bats.
Yeah.
Actions.
Thanks
A murder of crows.
You get dive bombed by a bunch of bats. 100 damage.
We're gonna do
Oh, no!
mass cure wounds.
Okay.
It blocks out the sun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is so mass cure wounds is gonna be for everyone in a 30-foot radius, emanating from like right here.
That's both Lunira and Thornok. Yeah, because the gargoyle was able to hit Akio with a
3d8
cone
plus
attack
4,
from the same
1,
distance.
2,
You want to move it
3.
up. Can you get them in the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, I basically blast it wherever
you need
it
to
would be
move
in the
it
central.
further, I don't need any healing.
Yeah,
so.
wherever it would be like kind of central to the people who I've seen being damaged. I just like slam the thing down and have it just come up and.
Yeah. So this burst of black ravens just like flies out from the area and just passes through you, kind of spectrally, and you feel that healing magic go through you.
18 hit points.
18 hit points for everybody.
Nevermore.
Forevermore.
Nevermore.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my. Is he distracted at this moment?
No,
Okay. Whoops.
he's been pretty focused on you.
Dang it! Instead of putting that in, I took it out. So I'll fix that in a second. I want to try and.
He took 18 points out. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I took it out instead of putting it back in. So I'm
I killed myself.
unconscious. I was at 6, so I just gotta put it back in. Anyway, I want to. I want to attempt to try and get further away from him, even though it's gonna incur a thing. I'm gonna try and get over here into the alleyway.
All right. It is going to make a claw attack as you
Okay.
leave. It rolls a 17.
Just hits.
Okay. For 12 damage.
Wait, okay.
So much for that healing.
Alright. Heal, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that brings us up to the top of the round. The purple gargoyle is going to go next, and he's going to. He looks like he's going to go for Braum, but his head turns around and this gout of flame just comes out at Ari. So Ari making a dexterity saving throw.
His head turns like
15.
so like completely backwards.
Like the Exorcist.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking of the leper from the new It. It's time to take your pill, lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
44, so
Sounds
22
great.
fire damage.
His arm.
Yeah.
Lunar, it is your turn. There are no enemies on this roof.
I'm telling you guys, I think we should smash that gargoyle. I know it's the statue, but it could be brought back to life.
It's true.
Do you want to attempt to smash it, push it off, what?
You could
Yes.
put a bomb inside there, and then the second that it gets all flared up and flamey, it just levels the whole end.
I don't have the bomb anymore. I give it back to the dwarf. Yeah, I'm going
Shove it
to
down his throat.
try and push it off. So
Hey.
probably like a strength.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics check or a strength check.
On green.
Yeah, so that she's gonna
move
move
up
over
to
to green. Yeah, she's basically like charging at green to like shoulder check it off.
Just leap at it, grapple it, and right into the next building.
8.
8.
Right, the gargoyle.
So you.
Ow! Because it's iron.
Thornok,
I've got like
it
a
is your
chip in my
turn.
horn now.
Is it reanimated or something? Is that why you're trying to get it off?
Thinks it's good.
It's, I mean,
Who's alive?
there's a possibility.
There
it
is
could come
one
back.
gargoyle alive at ground level. So 30 feet down and 30 feet away.
The one by the yellow tub.
It's a building.
A building.
The yellow building.
Suspension of
That's the
disbelief
name of the
gone.
building of the yellow tub.
It is.
Yellow
Yeah.
tub.
It's a bathhouse.
It's a bathhouse.
Yep.
It is not a good name for a bathhouse. No.
It's a dirty, weird
Would
bathhouse.
I be able to
That's not
Jump
the paint.
off of my building and land on it?
It's a club.
You can roll me an
Lean on each
athletics
other.
check to see if you can, if you want to try. No, he's gonna try and jump on the other one.
30-foot jump.
So if he lands on his sword on them, do they take the fall damage?
24.
24. Okay, let me go ahead and.
Are those other messages going through on Twitch as well?
Mhm.
Okay. It just now split everything up into everything. Periscope fixed though. That's close. Hasn't worked in like 6 months.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I need to look up the jumping rules.
Before I do that, can I ask what the fall damage would be?
It's gonna be 3d6.
30 feet in the air.
I'm not gonna do it then.
The inn's not that tall though. It's not.
That's
that
okay.
Tall.
Oh yeah, so it'd only be 2d6.
I got this guy.
Still not gonna do it. Instead, I'm
fragile.
gonna pull out a javelin and I'm gonna throw it at it
A javelin.
and move 30 feet towards it safely.
And Hazaron takes over your body.
Climb down the side of the building.
Find a ladder.
Make your own.
I would
Just
say
whatever way I won't
rain
get.
gutter, but I don't think they have those.
Probably.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your attack for the javelin.
If they do, it's at the very bottom where all the water hits and washes away the dirt. It's just it's good that all these
29.
houses have flat roofs.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
great
that's
for the winter
surprising
time.
because I figured it would be.
Okay, so apparently you can only move half of your strength score when you jump. That's how it is. 29 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
Nine.
9 damage.
None.
With my very simple weapon.
How noble.
And then, so Thornock throws the javelin. And are you going to climb down the side of the building, or are you going to go down through, like, the roof access?
Go back through the inn. Could be.
Okay.
Which way can I get there faster?
Probably climbing down.
I'm gonna climb down.
Oh, it's 20 movement, right? Yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics check just to hang on and climb down. He can move half his speed.
29.
Okay, so you're
so
good.
He'd still be clinging to the very
What's your
last
total
5
speed?
feet.
It's 40, isn't it?
He'd be like this far from the ground.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait
We
till-
gotta
Okay,
wait
so
till the
yeah,
next
he
one.
actually his speed's 40, so he
Oh,
makes
okay.
it.
So yeah.
Yep, so you make it right to the
turn
ground
yet.
after throwing
Come
your
on,
javelin.
guys, finish your turn already.
That's good enough.
My arms are
Okay.
getting tired.
Ari, it is your turn. You're watching this gargoyle spewed fire at you, and then as your vision clears, it looks like it's like rearing up, and then like this javelin just slams into its hand, and it just like looks at it, and it's just like incredibly. It's not concerned. It's a construct. It still is not reacting as much as you would expect, but it is a little curious about it.
I go like this and flick the ash off of my shoulder and then come in with a flying kick. 20 to hit
That'll hit.
for 19 damage.
19. That is enough to kill it.
Okay. And I reach my hands inside of 2 of the cracks and just
Rip it to pieces.
yes,
Nice.
bust it apart.
Rend
So,
it in
like-
twain.
Yeah.
Captain America splitting the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Groot? Who?
So you guys all take a moment to catch your breath, and then you hear the sound of
I reload.
gnarling and gnashing, and you turn around. Thornock, you turn around, and you see that the ghouls are coming back down the stairs out at the inn towards you. And you guys are just about to get ready for another fight when all of a sudden this blue barrier just forms right in front of the door, and they all smash against it, and you can see them like the 2 that hit it just dissolve into dust. And
Is this
3.
gonna kill me?
No, I mean you were still on the roof. You're okay. Are you? You're still trying to push that gargoyle off.
No, I gave up. I'm just watching.
Legs are just.
Actually, no, I gave up and just sat down and, just crossed my legs and watching the.
You hung your hammer on
3 wizards descend from the sky.
Yeah.
One of which is Macath the Crimson.
Nice.
and
Oh,
she is apparently the one that is channeling the spell, and they're actually floating down on this large green disc, and it's just kind of they float down, and the wizard on the left, who is one that you haven't seen before, he turns to you and he goes, "What's going on here?"
That's a really good question.
There are reports
idea.
all over the city of ghoul attacks and vampires, and there's even reports that there's demons coming out of the ground.
I think
I'm the only demon.
the cult. I think the cult is onto us.
Wait a minute.
They realize we've got information and they're trying to take us out. I don't know.
He looks at the other one and he goes, and Macath opens up her eyes as the blast of the ghouls kind of dissolves into nothing because they're dumb, and waves the barrier away and turns to you and she says, "I'm not sure that this is the cult. They don't. I mean, how much have they worked with vampires in the past?"
Well, there was one time we were fighting the cult and they showed up.
I think this is on you, Accio.
Hey, don't throw
Hey.
a friend under the bus.
I'm not throwing him under the bus.
Hey, look, like, I happen to know one of the vampires, but that's it.
They were here.
She wasn't a vampire when I knew her.
And then you
But we
hear
don't know about the undead.
Yeah, I really don't have any
apocalypse.
information.
and she's really hot. You hear echoing from the.
Yeah.
He has the hots for
Inside of
her.
a barrel.
I just walk up and I say, we know as little about this attack as you do.
Well, we are evacuating as many of the civilians from the city as we can. We are getting overrun with ghouls right now.
Is there anything we can do to help?
You guys look like you've been through a lot. Are you sure you want to help some more?
Yeah.
We got this.
Until
Out of the barrel.
Until daylight.
until we're dead.
Hopefully
Hold
daylight
that
comes
thought.
first.
Maybe let's rest
No,
for like.
until we're undead.
Then we'll be your favorite enemy.
You might watch out for them whenever people fall
worry.
around them. It
I'll
seems
make the
they're
promise
either
that the future
contagious
is
or
not-
they're casting some sort of spell to reanimate the dead.
Right. We've been noticing that as well. All right. Well, if you're really insistent on helping, we can get you to our main base of operations.
We've also seen the fallen, or just someone that's been bitten, rise right back up.
I say
as I'm like slowly climbing down.
could we I say
Everybody's converging.
Could we-
I'm staying in my barrel.
could you spare us an hour to dress our wounds?
We have a safe zone where we can help you
For a day.
get in and treatment.
You'll be fine. You got hit dice you can use to heal.
And the three mages all split up, and they say we can each take two of you on a platform. So come along then, and each of them hits their hands together, and a platform just forms under all three. Macath's is blue. There's the green one, and then there's a kind of this mixing swirl of blue and red.
Say dibs on green.
You jump onto the one guy. That one's an elf, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah.
I tip the barrel over slowly, and I crawl out slowly. And I kind of
But you keep the barrel with you, so it's like a hermit crab. You're just like,
exactly, and
this
I'm
is
just
my
kind
safe
of dragging it
zone now.
along. And then I tip the barrel back up once I'm on the platform, and I sit inside.
Which, so everybody gets on a platform.
Do I have bonus AC or my AC go up?
You have a -1 to charisma. because
Dang it.
you look like a barrel.
Dang it!
It's a barrel golem. Get him.
Talking barrel.
And all three of the platforms lift off, and they go high into the sky, and you can see that there is just this massive swarm of undead going through every single one of the streets. And then off in the distance you see fires, and you see strange elongated figures that you're not used to seeing, you're not too familiar with. And then about they're moving towards the center, and you can see that these two different forces are actually clashing against each other. You actually clearly see a large demon with 4 arms slicing at waves of ghouls, and down another street you see a vampire taking down like a swarm of imps that is trying to attack him. And then you guys land at the safe zone, which is this large golden dome that is sitting down in the middle, and any ghoul that gets near it is just instantly zapped. It is like 20 feet from.
Don't go towards the lights.
Stuff to do with your
Sounds like the launch event
uncle's
of the Burning Crusade.
thing
Yeah,
exploding,
just like-
and now
You
nobody's
just
keeping
go
on that
through the
bay.
portal, and there's just like all those like.
All the waves. Yeah.
Well, mixed between that and Raffle Witch, all the scourge.
And you do see some gargoyles inside the dome, but these are the normal stone kind that look like they belong from the host tower.
I'm like,
everybody has that moment, but you actually met one of these gargoyles when you went to the host tower, so you're able to.
Did
quickly
they were
grow.
they were kind of the same as the other gargoyles? They weren't like elicit reactions or anything.
No, yeah, they were just kind of stone constructs and
I was
everything.
gonna be like, good to see you again. Try and get a fist bump me.
And it does, like, you tell it to fist bump you and it knocks.
I like you.
Yep.
I get out of my barrel.
He's safe.
It's the safe zone. We're okay.
Help me out, please.
I'm wondering if this has to do with Brom's
I'm gonna pick you
uncle.
up.
The factory exploded. There was.
I think it might have to do a little bit more with your vampire.
I deny. I don't think so.
You put that
Hey, I say, hey, don't worry. I've got one too.
We've got a triage area set up over there where you can relax.
Like I said,
and
we've all been there, right?
Exactly.
We've all been there.
when you're ready, please feel free to approach
Meet a
the
nice person,
battle master over there.
And you think that they're a good
And
person,
Macath
and
refers
suddenly they're a
to
vampire.
this probably he's just a normal human. He's kind of got a long red beard and kind of combed back hair, and he looks like he's talking with a few people over like a battle map.
Take a
Triage.
short rest.
Triage.
Short rest for everybody. You can use your hit dice.
Can't you like play us a song while
Yes,
we're
I
resting?
will do a song of rest as
I'm
well.
gonna
You can add a 1d pause, wait for effect, bardic inspiration, other ritual spells, reaction.
Get spell slots?
If you have
if you're a wizard.
I have arcane recovery.
Oh, no, so it's a 1d8 additional to your
You didn't take any
healing
damage.
check.
No. And what's your ammo look like?
So I use 6 bullets that fight,
28 plus
and I reloaded, and I am down to 47.
47 natural ones. And you can make 10 a day, if that makes sense, or 2 clips a day? 2 clips a day. Go ahead. Right there.
Put on the bullets and stuff.
Where do you do long rest? They changed
I don't know
it.
how much it costs.
Up at the top, there should be like a short rest, long rest thing.
There it is.
You want to do a short rest, not a long rest.
Right.
I don't know how much it costs.
You said it's an extra 1d8.
Yes, an additional 1d8 on top of
Can I
whatever
make
you
cheap
checked.
ammo?
Yeah, you can just buy cheap ammo for like I think it's like 10 gold for a clip, or no, for like 20 bullets or something like that.
Okay.
You're right.
That's $1,000
Or bullets. How much? Look up how much a quiver of arrows is, and we'll just do the equivalent of that. Because they're just stone.
Stone bullets are not steel.
If you want steel, it'll be way more
I'm back to
expensive.
full health.
I just
do, but
I mean,
out of hit dice.
was there a negative to it either
Except
or?
for, well, I got 3 more right now.
Personal preference.
Right.
All right, I'm ready.
Everybody got their hit dice and everything. Everybody good there.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
After playing a song of rest, Brom goes and
I want to do an
finds
intellect check
nearby apothecary.
on these ghouls to see if I can remember any kind of like common reasons why they would be summoned to a location, basically.
Okay.
If I've seen it before, so I do get advantage on it.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 at the moment.
10. You've never heard of people being bitten and risen as ghouls immediately. You've heard of it in zombies, that's kind of a thing, but not in ghouls specifically. By the way, 20 arrows is 1 gold piece. So
Okay.
I'll just do equivalent exchange. All right. everybody good?
Yes.
Everybody refreshed, happy,
Yes.
sad?
Well, I mean, eager. How about eager?
Okay.
There's no apothecary with smelling salts.
I'm neutral.
Yeah, there are a couple like healers over here that are attending to wounded civilians and everything. But you all, because you're heroes, you just kind of wave them off like, no, we'll be fine, kind of stuff.
We're good.
But your Song of Rest does help, so that's
Trying to play as loud as I can to as many people.
Everyone sleep.
There he goes. Daddy
make sure you don't
T-Rex.
I'm trying to get that out of your
Yeah,
head.
he put it in my head, so I'm putting it back in his head.
Baby Rex.
And everyone dies of necrotic damage.
Earworms. It's that thing in D&D 5.
Oh,
Earworms.
little googs in
One
your
guy
ear.
goes
So what do
insane.
you guys do?
We go to the battle master
Yeah.
and we say,
Tormund.
"What's the situation? How can we help?"
You
Because he said he's red beard.
got
slick
red
back
beard,
there.
slick back
And
there.
that's his name now. It's
Tormund.
Tormund, yeah.
Giant's pain.
Yes.
He turns around and he goes, "Oh, so you're the heroes then?"
I'd hardly call us heroes. We are awesome.
Ignore my
Superheroes.
companion's false
Make it.
humanity. What? How can we help?
I mean, it depends. Do you want to fight demons or do you want to fight undead? Or both?
I'm over on that.
Yeah.
I say wherever the need is greatest.
I'd say undead, because I don't want to fight your family. And he likes undead. So, 2 for 2.
I
like him, but I also hate it. It's an interesting noise.
maybe
When-
see why the demons are attacking.
I wouldn't recommend it.
He like walk up. Hey guys, long time no see.
What you doing there?
We sent one of our other wizards off, a tiefling, and he hasn't come back yet.
Oh, is
Not
it the guy I met the first time?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want you to be.
Oh, no.
I can't remember his name. It's
He had
Zezix,
the-
actually, I believe. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's right.
Yeah.
He had the crystal thing that made you
compelled.
Yeah. That guy, screw that guy. I hope he dies. He was a jerk. He locked you under his power for some reason.
It wasn't his
Didn't
power.
we
it
expel
was-
you from the Brotherhood or something like that?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
Well,
I heard
if
about a
you're-
guy who kind of
If you're looking to fight undead, and he points over at the large tower that is still like swarming with bats, he goes, "We're pretty sure that the vampires are coming out from there. We haven't been able to muster a strike force to head that way, but we might be able to clear you a
Do you
path.
have any
if you want."
provisions for vampires?
Do you have any
You know,
ultraviolet light?
And he kind of waves his hand over the table, and like a bundle
he
of
had-
stakes just sunburn.
I think he
kind of
had like
appears there.
I'll take a few, if I may.
blinding ray.
That's pretty much all we
blinding
got.
light or something like that.
Are these soaked in holy water? Anything cool?
No, unfortunately not.
Holy
Doused with garlic powder.
Any garlic powder? Any?
Have a sunlight spell.
That's
Doesn't
what
somebody have a sunlight?
I thought, didn't you have a sunlight
It's
spell?
on a spear. No, Thornark does. I think.
Oh yeah,
I have it on my spear.
that's right.
We gotta remember that.
Now I know what it's for. Now I know what
I
it's
knew
for.
somebody.
Yeah,
Where are we
it wrecks
going?
vampire.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a second. Did we leave that vampire shriveled up?
When
That's right.
Yeah, but the stake went through its heart, so
It can
when it landed.
recuperate.
No,
It didn't shrivel it
it
like.
got staked.
Did it get dusted? Like.
Well,
Buffy,
from what I understand, you guys faced a vampire spawn, and there's a lot of those around.
Difference.
Those will be killed.
Conventional.
Those will be killed conventionally, but the bigger vampires that you might face in there, they will be a little bit tougher to take down.
Okay, get out the wooden
So,
bullets.
so everybody take a... Does
Little
this count as a
steak
steak? It's a very small steak.
Yes.
Wooden bullets
It's
or
gonna
arrows.
burn
not-
up like
Oh, right. Yeah.
Start throwing turtle meat at him. Not that kind of steak.
it's not a good
So everybody
idea.
take a steak.
Yeah. Everybody grabs a steak.
I'm not
I
grabbing
put
a
10
steak.
pounds of steak
No.
into his.
Not taking one could be
10
a
pounds of
mistake.
You back.
Rum,
Can I see if I notice you were doing this?
you slay me.
11 plus what is it? What am I?
So
Perception.
that's perception against stealth.
What do I?
Or no, sleight of hand. It would be sleight of hand.
Okay, good thing
It used to be.
I'm trained in that.
Or I just got done watching.
I did not do it.
Can it be my passive perception?
Which is my favorite comedy.
11.
Ever, I think.
11.
13.
Yeah, you.
That might be your roll too.
You will.
Your roll is what? 12.
No, my roll was 11.
So bad.
Just
Just in case, guys. In case we need them.
Better to have than have not.
So there's
You know how like you can go buy a bundle at Home Depot and
so
they're all
there's
like,
10
I just
pounds of steaks. There's 10 pounds of turtle meat.
You're
You
gonna
got rid of the
explode.
turtle meat.
I got
rid of
turtle
the
meat
turtle
and 10 pounds of oranges, right?
I got rid of the oranges too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
right.
I just have
Okay.
because I reached in there and I was like, what the crap? And I just started dumping it all out because I don't want my bag of holding to explode on me and suck me into a dimension.
Oranges.
Need those oranges. It's okay. If I would have had an orange when I was stunned by that gargoyle, I would have been fine.
It's true.
Yeah, you just
Gangplank
need some
rules,
citrus.
man.
Does the bag of holding conserve momentum?
No.
Darn.
Throw it in and then okay, fire it out.
Guys are
Cannonball, foom steaks. Yes. A ballista shot.
yeah.
All right.
Catching a ballista in the back. Okay.
Yes.
I need to try and do that one
Misfits.
time. Okay. Misfits. That's a better name than Order of the Spear.
I say, sure, we'll be your strike force.
Okay.
Can you get us close?
Absolutely. And he nods to two of the wizards, and they go over and they slam their staffs at one point, and this golden arch. Don't make the obvious joke. This
No,
golden
no.
arch connects, and
That's
just
not what
like
I'm
a
laughing
doorway
at.
opens up, and you see
I'm just
the
thinking
golden
of
arch.
I'm just thinking of Black Panther when they
I look at my companions and say, let me scout it out.
What do we see
And
again?
I jump through the
So
door.
the doors open, and you see the tower that
Like,
all
like,
these,
like right in front of us, like looming up, or are we
it's
like
probably
in
about
the tower?
50 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
we gotta walk that.
all right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check as you dive through.
Hey, don't do that.
I'm sorry. Okay.
19.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. I was worried. I get worried. With
Yeah,
the-
stealth elves.
Can I follow him?
No.
Oh,
Stealth,
stay back.
stealth ears.
I try and hold him back. I'm grabbing him by his soft loincloth.
Oh no.
It's silky. It's very
I'll be
silky.
naked
Remember?
and stuff.
You're like,
I'm sure it feels more than that.
no, remember you made it out of that silk pillowcase.
I know. I'm just saying.
He took a trip to the yellow tub.
Yes. And it's
golden
probably
arches.
stained. Anyway,
I'm just trying to
moving on.
It depends on what his charisma is.
The loincloth's charisma.
No, not the loincloth's charisma. His charisma.
The loincloth's charisma is 20 because nobody wants to see that go away.
I think everybody wants to see it go away.
No.
Well, it'll change for something else. Not just by itself away.
So you dive
Who
through
wants to see what's
and start
underneath?
No.
moving through the crates and everything. There's just ghouls
your
and
loincloth
ghast
on.
everywhere.
I mean,
you
I'm
can just see
curious.
them. They're all kind of just like looking around.
Okay, you
but
and him can
I mean, you're in full like
go
ninja
find a
mode
room.
here. You're climbing buildings. You're doing the whole like as they walk under you. You're above between two alleyways thing, and you make it, and
Ninja warrior
like there's
style.
plenty of ghouls in your path to get to the tower, but you can get there. Like there don't appear to be any like traps or anything along the way.
Okay. And it was like 50 feet away, you
Yeah,
said?
it was like 50 feet.
How many ghouls? If these guys come through, like, are we gonna have to fight our way to the tower, basically?
In the vicinity, it's really hard to get a count, but in the vicinity, you're pretty sure there's about 60 or 70 ghouls kind of swarming.
Can we do it
Around here.
montage style?
Okay. Well, no.
We want to probably.
What's the Sidrel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we do
will.
montage style.
way through.
Yeah, I'll
You could become an Anki. Just go run.
I'm gonna shadow step back to the portal
Okay.
because it's 60-foot range, and I haven't used it yet, so I just want to.
Hey
We're all looking. We're all looking through the portal, and then all of a sudden,
guys, whoa!
Everybody's like, oh, okay, all right, so sorry.
And I say, you know, there's about 60 ghouls between us and the tower. Why don't we try and sneak our way there? And I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Which is 2 key points. And say, let's go.
Everybody go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Plus 10.
Plus 10 to this.
Ooh, good. I needed that.
That's
32.
39.
33.
35.
5?
If it's less than 30, you suck.
5 plus 10, 15.
15. That's good enough.
22.
22. Okay. So
I had a lot to
everybody,
drink
everybody
between now.
makes their way across, following kind of Ari's lead and hiding behind crates and
Montage style.
montage style. Yep. And
doing his own.
you guys get to the tower entrance, and there are some ghouls. Like the last 10 feet is just open space. There's nowhere to hide. So you guys just basically book it that last 10 feet, and the ghouls all start reacting and do the little yeah. And they start charging towards you, and you guys rush inside the tower. The door actually opens easily for you, and you get inside and you slam the doors and you bar them.
We recognize like this tower. Is it like a landmark that like a famous building?
It is guard tower actually.
Okay.
It looks like it is a guard tower.
So it's not like a wizard's tower that's
Yeah, like
way up
Crazy.
into the sky or anything like that. It's just like a
Like a turret.
Yeah, just like
Rampart
it's not like
tower?
way
Yeah.
high into the sky.
Okay, got it.
And so you guys slam the doors. You bring the what is that called?
Crossbar.
Crossbar. Yeah.
Latch.
The latch,
Wood.
the crossbar down.
Latch.
The CrossFit crossbar. It tells you that it does CrossFit as you're putting it down.
And that it's vegan.
And you put that into place, and you're sitting there in the dark for a moment, and then all of a sudden, all these candles and torches light up, and you hear, "Welcome, Akio."
Hold it.
And that's where
I
we're gonna
say.
end the episode tonight.
Oh.
With Lunir saying, "Do it."
No.
your ex.
No. I saved her from a boat, and I was like,
No, I get
hey,
the last word.
that was crazy. Like, what's your name? And she's like, this is my name. Here's this ring. I gotta go. Save my people.
Here's
Be
this
back.
ring.
And
Gotta go.
then now she's a vampire.
Here's this ring. It may or may not be cursed.
I was just like, I'll
Love
do
you.
whatever. You are a gorgeous elf woman, and I will do whatever you want.
It's that vampire. They get like
I would
they get like their
never
vampire
say.
charm.
I didn't notice that she was a vampire. Then.
No,
I don't
but-
even know if she was.
But when a vampire turns, they get like more charming and
That
Can
is.
we have this
skin
discussion
stuff.
another time?
oh.
I actually tend to agree. Can we have that discussion another time when I'm not trying to be
The lady
dramatic?
says,
here? Yeah.
Hold on. Let's finish this real quick.
Wait, do we know if is it a lady's voice?
It is a lady's voice.
Or is
It
it
is-
like
it
or is
is-
it like a heavy smoker lady's voice? We don't know for sure.
Like Exorcist.
it's
boys.
it's Roz from Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Love you so much.
Here, Wazowski. Always watch.
Does anybody want experience, or do we just want to
Yeah.
make a joke? 2,800 experience points each for beating gargoyles and vampire spawn.
How much I was laughing too loud.
2,800. If I have
Nice.
to tell you again, you get half.
We'll be good.
Did I miss any experience?
Last time.
Yeah, I think.
I put it in.
I think.
We
did
added
put
it.
in.
I added it for you.
Or Preston.
Okay, cool.
It wasn't much. It was like 500 or something.
I got you.
Well, thanks
Because I'm
everyone.
at like 52. Like 52,000.
Yeah, that's where 52,183.
Yeah, I'm like right around.
Yeah.
I hope you all had
Oh, I
fun
didn't
tonight.
realize what time
That was a homebrew, not my homebrew, but it was a homebrew that somebody did for gargoyles, which I thought was really cool. So
I can dig it.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Well, post credits. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for stopping in, Robert, Rebecca, Scott, others. We also just want to remind everybody that we are doing Extra Life 2018 this year. So if you are wanting to be able to contribute, whether that be monetarily, just sharing the link, however, it all goes for Children's Miracle Networks and the kids. So this is the award that we got last year for doing over $600 in charitable donations to Children's Miracle Networks. We're trying to hit that mark again this year. If you want to find out more details, go to fuzzy-squirrel.tv. That's going to take you to our Twitch channel. It'll be in the description below. fuzzy-squirrel.tv. That's fuzzy with 2 Z's. And squirrels 2 R's.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy Squirrel.
Well.
I'm confused. Is it 1Z or 2Z?
I know, right? And no, there's no game tomorrow. It is next week.
So no game tomorrow. Join us next week, next Thursday for this game, and then every other Friday for the Faded Few game that I get to actually almost die in pretty much every episode.
Who will die first? Find out next time. Alright,
On hero. Oh no.
Nope.
right? On Harmon Quest.
Peace.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. Bye.
Bye.